If you're just starting off with wholesale real estate, there's a great chance that you're committing at least one of the 3 sins of wholesale real estate. Before my partner and I scaled our wholesale business to 6 figures each month, we were sinning hard. These are the mistakes that I see people make time and time again that are preventing them from getting the first deal done and actually making a ton of money through this and scaling this into a real business. So in this video, I'm not only going to walk you through these 3 mistakes, but I'm also going to show you how you can fix them, or even better yet, prevent them. Mistake number 1, not having the proper software set up. When it comes to softwares, there's many that are out there. You need softwares for finding leads, skip tracing, getting contact information, staying organized. I can go on and on and on with all the softwares that are important to a wholesale real estate business. But when you're just starting off as a beginner, let's just start small and let's start with something that has everything built into one. That software is Deal Machine. Deal Machine comes with skip tracing. It comes with a driving for dollars features to where you don't have to go out to the hood and actually drive around these neighborhoods yourself. It has a feature to where you can actually keep everything organized. You can stage leads, you can set tasks, so you can have follow-ups keeping you reminded that, hey, I need to call this lead today to go make them an offer. And not only that, they also have a list pulling option similar to PropStream, Batch Leads, and all those other softwares that are out there. And honestly, they're all the same. The thing that I like best about Deal Machine is that it's all in one. You can skip trace, you can drive for dollars, you can pull lists, you can use it as a CRM and stay organized with all those follow-ups and everything and all the tasks that you need to set for yourself. It's actually phenomenal and it's great for a beginner. I can go on and on just glazing the hell out of Deal Machine and why it's so great for beginners, but feel free to go check out the perks and benefits yourself by using my promo code that is linked in the description in this video. By not having the correct software setup, you're literally going to a baseball game with one of those plastic wiffle ball bats. If you're trying to do this all on Apple Notes or Google Docs or Google Spreadsheet, you're going to be dealing with so many different types of people on a regular basis. You cannot afford to be disorganized. Now on to mistake number 2, not generating enough leads, or even worse, not tracking them at all. I've actually had conversations with people where they think 10 cold calls each day is a lot. I was at lunch the other day with my partner and we were talking about from when we first started doing this, we were literally making cold calls from sunrise to sunset. If you looked at our call history, you'd see that it took up the entire day. You're not doing nearly as much as you should be. And even worse, you're not even keeping track of your numbers. If I asked you what your contact rate was, what your conversion rate was, out of 100 leads, how many of them are you actually closing? Could you answer me? Probably not. And you need to fix this immediately. And lastly, mistake number 3, trying to get contracts signed on the first call. If you're trying to get contracts locked up on the first call, you need to stop that, like right now. There is a specific acquisition process that you need to follow to actually push these leads through. And here's what it looks like for us. Once our marketing team generates that lead, we first take them through the qualification process. I've made plenty of videos on this previously. If you want to know that entire breakdown of the qualification process, go take a peep here. Now, after the qualification process and we set the stage for that next call to make that offer, we have to run our numbers. So we simply go through the deal, we run our numbers, we do our research, and we make sure we make an educated offer. And we make sure we have an educated offer ready to go. Now, once we do have our numbers ready to go to make them that offer, this part gets a little bit flexible and it really does depend deal by deal. This part can be in person where we actually meet the seller at the property, or it's just us making that offer over the phone. Typically, I'd say 8 times out of 10, we're going to that property or meeting up with the seller to make them that offer in person. Then from there, the last thing that we do is we make sure that we can get that contract signed. Now, there are rules to getting this contract signed. You don't want to just send them the contract through their email and then let them sign it on their own time. No, we typically, we like to be in person and have a physical copy with us so we can get that signed on the spot. Or if we do have to make that offer over the phone, we make sure that we have it ready to go on DocuSign with them on the phone. We have their email, we send it while we're on the phone, and they literally only have to click 3 buttons in order to get this contract signed. And not only that, we make sure that we have an attorney modification period in there, so there's a lot less sales pressure when trying to get that contract signed. If you don't know what attorney modification period is, go take a look at my contract video so you can understand where I'm coming from. So that's the acquisition process. And honestly, this is where most wholesalers screw up. Take Charlie and Gabe, for instance. They were wholesaling or trying to wholesale for over an entire year, saw 0 success, didn't get a deal closed until they were able to copy our exact systems. And honestly, it was the in-person appointments that did it for them. And they went on to close over $60,000 in assignment fees in just a matter of months. If you're feeling stuck in your wholesale journey and you need some extra guidance, I can give that to you. On top of running our wholesale business, we have a program called the Inner Circle where we help people start and scale their wholesale real estate business. You might already have all the information that you need, but this is where you're gonna learn how to actually implement it. And here, I'm actually looking at one of my Instagram stories right now that I was just tagged in. This is Cassidy Cano, and He didn't post it on his Instagram story. His wife actually put it on his story, and he went from ER nurse to wholesale real estate investor. And not only that, just to see that his wife is reposting this on Instagram saying how proud she is of him, this, and that. Like, think about this for a second. Imagine investing into a program to get some sort of result, getting that result, and then not only that, your wife posting about it online, saying how proud she is of you and how awesome it is that you were able to go from an ER nurse to a wholesale real estate investor. If you want to see what the inner circle is all about, go check the link in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.